I'm Cady Rancourt, and for the past 2 terms, I've done research under the James O. Friedman Presidential Scholar Program, which, under the sage guidance of my research advisor, Dr. Michelle Tyne, gave me a rich and structured opportunity to answer my most burning questions about my favorite topic in the world, college teaching. As an education minor at Dartmouth, I get to learn all about the practice and research behind effective teaching, but we only ever apply it to the K-12 setting. I wanted to see how all that research is or isn't integrated into college teaching and learning. It started with a Google search and spiraled into endless reading. I read faculty handbooks, tenure procedures, registrar policies, forms, regulations, guidelines, and so much more to understand what universities actually ask of their faculty. Then I read journal articles and books and op-eds to understand how faculty feel about those obligations, as well as how they might have shifted throughout history. Basically, if it had anything to do with faculty or teaching, I read it. And all along the way, I was consistently comparing and contrasting what I was reading about how universities operate with what I knew about evidence-based education. And I also wanted to understand how these policies I was reading about might manifest on the ground, so I started systematically interviewing students at Dartmouth and other universities about their courses and professors. And a pattern emerged. Every single student had a story or several where a well-meaning professor would do something that they believed to be educationally effective but isn't, according to well-established research. Let me run you through one example out of the many I heard. One of my interviewees had a class in which the professor asked students to report their learning style as either visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, which in the field of education is a well-known neuromyth or a false educational idea incorrectly derived from neuroscience research. So I wanted to understand why instances like these were so common, where professors unknowingly implement non-evidence-based strategies in the classroom that can actually hinder learning. So I started searching for larger contextual factors that might create the conditions for such a pattern to exist. In short, here's what I discovered through this research. Universities over the past several decades have increasingly expected so much of faculty when it comes to research and departmental leadership that teaching gets unintentionally put on the back burner, leaving little room for discussion and development of effective evidence-based course strategies. But there's so much that can be done to support effective faculty teaching. In fact, many universities already have centers dedicated to research-backed teaching and learning, like our very own DCAL, the Dartmouth Center for Advancement of Learning. Universities should consider more formally incorporating the expertise of centers like DCAL into curriculum and faculty development, which can help to restore a healthy balance between teaching and scholarship for faculty, such that both students and faculty can thrive in the classroom and beyond.